Shalom. Before I get started, I would like to give all praises and infinite glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule and teach well, and peace and safety to the Akim that spread across the four corners of the world, that's pushing out the truth with all diligence and also putting their lives on the line to do so. This is the brother Karatazah out of GMS Atlanta, here with the lesson entitled "Leaning on Your Own Mind is Dangerous." Because and what I have pulled up here, is the etymology of the word mind. And I'm just gonna read it and get us some scriptures, and Lord willing, this lesson will be edifying. So it's the word mind. It says that which feels. It says wills and thinks. The intellect. It says state of being remembered, thought or purpose or conscious mind. And the point that I wanted to hit on is the first point, which says that which feels, and that leads me to this scripture in the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 8, and I'll start at the top. It says, "Now, as touching things offered unto idols, we know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifieth. And if any man think that he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing yet as he ought to know." So going back to the etymology of the word mind, it says that which feels, So if any man, going to the point in verse 2, it says, and if any man think that he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing yet as he ought to know. You see? So your own thoughts or your own mind, can basically play tricks on you, man. That's why it's important, to lean upon the Lord ultimately, and always revert or go back to the scriptures, man. Because we've seen, and we see examples of what happened, when you lean on your own thoughts. You become proud. No one can tell you anything. You think you can do things that the scriptures, clearly tell you not to do, such as what? Committing adultery, eating abominable foods, blasphemy against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because you're listening to your own thoughts. That's why the scripture says, and if any man think if you know anything, he know of nothing yet as he ought to know, man. This is what led me, I was just reading the etymology of the word mind, and that first, sentence, or the first half of the sentence, it says that which feels, wills, and thinks. So your mind is very, very dangerous, man, especially, here in Babylon, also known as America, because we are surrounded by wickedness. We're trying to be spiritual and upright as possible while surrounded by wickedness, so the wickedness can take you out. So it's important to, basically lean onto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So I'm going to go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 5, which we all know, and is a classic scripture. It says, "Trust in the Lord Yahweh with all thine heart." And we all know, matter of fact, I'll just get it. That's all I get. It says heart in the Hebrew is la'ab. And it says, I'm going to go straight to the point. It says mind, knowledge, thinking, reflection, or memory. You see? So when the scriptures speak about a heart, that's talking about your mind, So it says, trust in the Lord Yahweh with all thine heart. Not trusting on your own thoughts or, your own self. We trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. It says, and lean not into thine own understanding. You see? Like I mentioned before, we've seen a lot of people who lean onto their own understanding, and ultimately led them against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. They're out doing, whatever the case may be in the world, or they still, claim to be Israelites, but not, preaching the correct doctrine. because they lean onto their own understanding, man. You know, it says, verse 6, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Verse 7, be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear Yahweh and depart from evil. You see? So this is what the scriptures command us to do, man. You know? Because the Lord is going to direct our paths to righteousness, you know, if we continue in the things that he taught us, man. You know, which is, you know, the wisdom and knowledge of the scriptures. You know? Which, you know, really, Salaki, these, you know, things, you know, may be simple or maybe milk scriptures, but the milk is what's going to get us our salvation. You see? So that, you know, I'm going to go to the next scripture in the book of Isaiah, chapter 26, and verse 3. It says, matter of fact, I'll start at the top. Isaiah chapter 26 and verse 1. In that day shall this song be sung in the land of Judah. We have a strong city, salvation with the Most High appoint for walls and bulwarks. Open ye the gates, that the righteous nation will keepeth the truth. Salakia, open the gates that the righteous nation which keepeth the truth may enter in, which is, you know, the Israelites. And it says, verse 3, thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth in thee. You see? The Lord will keep you in perfect peace, you know, if your mind, you know, is occupied on him. You know? If your mind is occupied on Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, the Lord will keep you in perfect peace. Because it says, because he trusted in thee, man. You know? See, we trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua with our whole heart, with our whole mind, because we understand that ourselves, you know, just being by ourselves, you know, that's not going to get us out of here, man. You know? A great amount of death and destruction is coming to this place, and we have to lean on Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, you know, and not be carnal and, you know, trying to take matters into your own hands, man. It's going to lead to your death, you know. So that was pretty much what I wanted to get on that, you know. And this is not going to be a very long lesson, you know. I just wanted to, you know, hit quick points, you know, just to get the point out there, you know, that leaning onto your own thoughts is very dangerous. You know, it's very, very dangerous, man. And it's important, you know, to, know, when you're doing it. You know, and ultimately that's trusting in the brotherhood as well. You know, when brothers, you know, tell you certain things, you got to listen, because it's ultimately the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You know, so this will lead me to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 9. There he goes again. It says, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? You see? Let's get that word deceitful. In the Hebrew is I believe it says aquab, and it says deceitful, sly, insidious. Deceitful, sly, insidious, slippery. See? Let's see if I can get some more. Oh, in the Strong, it says crooked, deceitful, polluted. You see? So your heart is polluted, you know? Especially without, you know, the spirit of the Lord, man. You see? Like I mentioned before, you know, we're, you know, surrounded by wickedness here in America, man. You know? And these demons and these, the things that we see, you know, on our everyday basis, you know, especially before we got the truth, you know, it has polluted our mind, you know. But when we're, you know, have the spirit of the Lord clears certain things out so you'll be able to see the light, You see? And then follow that path, man. And like the precept I mentioned before, and the Lord will direct our paths. You see? So I'm gonna reread this again. It says Jeremiah 17:9. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. So the heart is crooked above all things. It says, who can know it? You see? So don't trust in your own thoughts. If you think, if you always find yourself, maybe, being in counsel, or brothers always got to get onto you, listen, take heed, because it's the spirit of the Lord trying to direct your steps. And if you, always bucking up, you may think that that brother or, whoever it is don't need to be saying anything to you, or you think you got it all. I brought the scripture out in 1 Corinthians, the 8th chapter. If any man think if he know of anything, he know of nothing. That goes for each and every one of us, man. So this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 28, verse 26. He that trusteth in his own heart is a fool, but whoso walketh wisely, he shall be delivered. And that's clear cut and straight to the point, man. Certain scriptures really don't even need a breakdown. So reread this again. Proverbs 28:26. He that trusteth in his own heart is a fool, but whoso walketh wisely shall be delivered. Isaiah 33:6. Wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy time, strength and salvation, man. So I'm going to get one more precept and I'm going to close out. 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 18. And it says, let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. See, there it goes again. Let no man deceive himself. Because once you start listening to your own thoughts and find yourself, in situations, where you need, the wisdom and knowledge that you obtain from the scriptures, you're going to disregard it because you think that you're right. Remember, knowledge puffeth up, man. But it's always important to understand that the Lord gave you that knowledge, man. Without Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, you would be nothing. You see? So always trust in the Lord and lean not onto your own understanding, man. Very, very, very important. And I'm speaking to myself as well, and we all speak to ourselves when we do these lessons. We're not just, putting it out, and thinking that we're perfect. No, we're speaking to ourselves as well. The scriptures say that every man shall be tried. So these are, characteristics or attributes that we all must obtain, man. And to seek that salvation. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm going to go ahead and close out by giving all praises and infinite glory unto Yahweh B'Hashem, Yahweh Shai B'Hashem Rachakodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule and teach well. And peace and safety to the Akim that spread across the four corners of the world. That's pushing out this truth with all diligence and putting their lives on the line to do so. Till the next time, I'm going to say Shalom.